If you like the ballet, check out the Girls' Introduction to Ballet class with Planet Fitness. Entrance for all girls guaranteed. Must be over 6 feet and 200 pounds to enter.
What is that?
Planet Fitness, where men make the best women.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. By the way, if you're enjoying the videos, if you haven't yet, please leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, also follow or subscribe down below. Big chunk of my viewers aren't following and or subscribed, and it's really hard to reach people in the standard search. So it would help a ton if hopefully I earn your subscription today, I guess. Planet Fitness. Been covering this pretty aggressively. An interesting thing has been happening. Remember how we all felt like, oh crap, the stock went rocketing back up, right? The stock went rocketing back up, erasing all the damage that was done back in when this whole thing started. Well, there's been some very interesting developments. Sure, it came up a little bit, but it's slowly been giving back as new information keeps coming out, more embarrassing information keeps coming out about Planet Fitness. And again, I want to remind people, LA Fitness, Crunch Fitness, any of these gym chains, most of them have the same policies. So let's take a look. First of all, as of today, Planet Fitness hit with 17 evacuations, basically, amid, quote, trans inclusion backlash. It's not about including, this is gaslighting 101. I don't have any problem with trans individuals working out at Planet Fitness. I would feel 100% fine about my wife working out next to a trans individual. Okay? But if you're a biological male, you go in the biological men's room, and if you're a biological female, you go in the women's room. Pretty simple, right? There's absolutely no reason you have to shower there. There's no reason you have to go in the locker room there. You can go work out and leave and go home. A lot of people do that, you know? So it's, I think my position is extremely reasonable, and also inclusive. It's not about inclusion. It's about making people feel uncomfortable, making people bow down and kneel before and worship the ideology. Over a dozen Planet Fitness locations have been hit with various anonymous phone calls after the fitness chain reaffirmed its commitment to trans inclusion last month. The gym franchise, which is primarily based in North America, has been the victim of at least 17 hoaxes after it became the subject of right-wing backlash last month. Now, of course, they're trying to connect this with, they do this stuff to like libs of TikTok all the time. There's zero evidence, zero, that the person doing this or persons doing this are any bit but anything other than wild cards, right? They could very well be leftists who want to make right-wing people look bad. They could just be apolitical, anarchists, that kind of thing. But the media will always say, oh yeah, it's because libs of TikTok made a tweet. The customer shared an email exchange with Planet Fitness regarding the complaint, which took place at a Wisconsin location, in which the company reaffirmed its commitment to inclusion. Wisconsin location. I live in Wisconsin, so I was wondering which location that is. There's a lot here, probably. The policy, which was shared to the customer, reads all members, including transgender members, may use Planet Fitness locker rooms and programs based on their self-reported gender identity. Right-wing pundits called for a boycott against the chain after libs of TikTok posts went viral, causing the company's stock value to dip. Various locations across North America have since received hoax threats. At least 4 locations in Rhode Island, 4 in Mississippi, 6 in Michigan, and several in Connecticut have been targeted. The most recent set occurred in Alabama after a string of chains were evacuated on Saturday. That was just 2 days ago. Fairhope PD shared a statement that there was a threat emailed to a news outlet. that said they'd be going after multiple locations of Planet Fitness. In a statement, Planet Fitness reiterated its commitment to inclusive policy. By the way, I don't agree with these calling in these threats. Just so, not that I feel like I have to answer for them, but I don't. It's just like when I talk about, oh, this woke idiot in Hollywood said or did something stupid. I don't think people should spam their go seek them out and send them angry letters or emails or any of that stuff. I've never endorsed that. I don't think this is funny. I don't think, there's people in the gym who just need to get their workout in. Now they have to get evacuated, screw up their whole day because what? They have nothing to do with it. To me, I think it's dumb. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it actually does anything, which is why I think it's probably left-wingers doing it. And speaking of their stock, remember when, it basically dropped? This all started in like late March, and they had a huge drop-off from $57 to $56 a share, and then it basically came right back, went all the way back up to 64, which is basically where it was to start the month of March. But if you look at the last 5 days, hasn't been great. Today, it's plummeting again. Now, interestingly, you see Fifth Third Bancorp sells 393 shares of Planet Fitness. What, 300 shares? That's not that much. Why is that news? Fifth Third Bancorp cut its holdings in Planet Fitness, reported by 6.8% in the fourth quarter. The institution investor owned 5,300 shares of the company's stock after selling 393. Okay, so they have some shareholdings. They're reducing their stock in it. Big deal. Wait till they sell all 400 shares of that. But what's interesting is you see their overall stock is basically trending back to where it was at the beginning of the boycott, which is here, March 19th, $56.46 is their all-time low. Well, the low for the last 6 months, I guess. So if you see here, it's not looking good. You see here, it's going down. So we'll see how that shakes out. If you look at Twitter, look at this video. I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to cancel my Planet Fitness membership because this is ridiculous. So here's somebody working out at Planet Fitness, uploaded this video. Yeah. Now, I don't know if this is a new video or not. I suspect perhaps. It's 12 seconds. I'll let you enjoy.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is definitely probably my last day at PF. Definitely probably my last day here.
Did you see it? It was like a Bigfoot spotting. This is a man wearing women's leggings. I'm not sure what's going on. I assume that's what he's referring to. I just gonna go ahead and assume that's what he's referring to. Now you see this dude scanned a cereal box barcode and apparently got into Planet Fitness because the employee didn't even check the screen. Not only do they not care if men enter the women's bathrooms, they also don't know or care who's entering the gym. So he's got Honey Nut Cheerios here. So why even have a membership card? You can use a box of Honey Nut Cheerios. Oh, they said this. While he scanned the cereal box, it only scanned because he replaced the label with his gym card barcode. Aww. No. Well, it was still funny. That's why I record everything in real time. You see, white gays are gross. Hooking up in the shower at Planet Fitness. Oh, love, it's not just the white ones. That was yesterday. Hooking up in the showers at Planet Fitness. You see, the most thing, here's another interesting video.
Not the most passable trans woman in the world, but we need a line drawn in the sand somewhere.
We had a line in the sand. It was so simple. We taught it to children because even children were able to comprehend the simple binary truth. There was male and there was female. That was the line. And we drew it there because that's where it made sense to draw it, especially when it came to things like athletics, where men had a natural biological advantage over women. And in places like locker rooms and washrooms and in public places where people were exposed and at their most vulnerable.
This guy is things I think when I'm stoned.
And it was the perfect place to draw that line because there's no bias. It's just basic scientific truth, an undeniable fact that couldn't be undone by opinion or prejudice. But then we were told that line was exclusionary. And of course it was. It was meant to be because that's what lines do. It's a boundary. We have all kinds of boundaries in our society. We don't let blind people drive. It sucks for blind people. But the line isn't there because we hate them. And we're told by the left that wanting to keep this boundary between men and women intact makes us racist, misogynistic, genocidal, transphobic, hate-mongering, neo-Nazi fascists. So welcome to the right. But the line between men and women isn't about hurting people who suffer from gender dysphoria. It's about protecting everyone.
Yes, 100%. 100%. And, ultimately you have all these, locations receiving threats. I don't like that. People are still talking about this because, well, Planet Fitness is an interesting topic. I think ultimately, I don't know. I think I'm glad that people are waking up. I really am. And I'm glad that people are still reporting on stuff. I'm glad that people are speaking out because I don't think what people are asking for is unreasonable. It never was. The left convinced a lot of people it was, but that's not the truth. Just use the right bathroom and everyone can go back to talking about woke movies again or whatever the case is. It doesn't have to be this hard. It really doesn't. Screw Planet Fitness, though, and anyone supporting their policies. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you subscribe and follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.